Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you the top 20 best console mods for Fallout 4 on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 in 2025. We've actually been getting new mods every single day, despite PlayStation having some restrictions on what type of mods they can have compared to Xbox and PC. I'll be breaking down some of the absolute best mods here, as I got 20 mods with honorable mentions. The first one I want to show off is WD Sanctuary Edit PS4 by Mach 4K. This mod came out exactly 1 month ago from today. What this does is it cleans up Sanctuary and it makes it look really nice. So like this, for example, is the player home that you start the game with. They tidied a lot of these models up and made it look a lot more lively, especially if you enjoy this camp. I really like this as a settlement, and this completely changes all the different appearances of these buildings and makes them feel a little bit more lifelike. They have doors, and it pairs well with a lot of other mods they'll be covering in this video. Like, for example, with the Settlers Extended Standard mod here. This was released also about a month ago by Lozio Ale. Now, what this mod does is it adds 200 new models to the game as settlers. So to see what this does, it adds all different appearances to characters that are in the game. And the other thing about this is you can add and remove it as you please, because once the mod's removed, the characters will go back to their original appearances. This mod is nice because it just brings a bit more liveliness to the game, especially if you play this a lot and work a lot on your settlements a lot. It's nice to see some new, not so familiar faces around camp. I really like this just for breathing life into the game. But yeah, 200 new characters, and they also will replace them, so you can remove this at any time and the characters will go back to their original appearances. This mod came out about a month ago as well. We also got Loot Randomizer. This is awesome. Came out in July, and this mod's made by Natty, ported over by Stovey here. It's copied from the Nexus mod version of this. What it does is it randomizes loot. So the amazing thing about this mod is it's going to randomize all the loot that comes from different enemies, as well as in containers. This still has our synthetic gorilla meat, but it will make sense lore-wise. On top of this, it won't change any NPC loot that you may receive, but it's going to change up everything you get from containers, so it can really change how your run goes about. So yeah, this mod was released just earlier this month, ported by Stovey, made by Natty. Next up is DLC Creatures in the Commonwealth PS4. This is made by Johnny 3-Tier Susha. So while you're exploring the game, they'll appear in places that make sense lore-wise. Now, they didn't include things like the gator claws and bloodworms because they didn't feel lore accurate to add into the game. So yeah, it'll add 200 new enemies into the game. Now, this may sound like a lot, but they're placed in very particular places, so it doesn't feel like you're overloaded with a bunch of things. So that's, I guess, what's most nice about that. And yeah, it'll just add all the different DLC enemies to the game. So yeah, experience all the different enemies from the DLC now in the base game. Like, here's a giant hermit crab from the Far Harbor DLC, so this is now just in regular game locations. I think it's nice. It adds a bunch of replayability to Fallout 4 if you've played through the DLC and want to see some of the different creatures from the DLC now in the base game. And next up is Diamond City Supplements here by Upsturge, and what this does is it really fleshes out Diamond City and adds a lot of new buildings. It's also really light and doesn't make the game lag out, which is great. For one of my favorite city in Fallout 4, it just makes it a lot more lively and feels realistic. So yeah, into the Outfield, you're going to notice a lot more different stuff around here. And I also would recommend there's a mod that'll add a new player home to the game as well in the Outfield. The Outfield Retreat player home mod. And what's amazing about this is it actually works well together with some of these other Diamond City mods we'll be covering. So this adds a small player home. Yes, it's tiny, but the nice thing is all the crafting benches will share its inventory. So if you want to create stuff, you can just load up this house with all your stuff. And it's just a convenient way to get a lot of stuff done. It's homely, cozy. I actually really like this. It's a nice micro home, and I think this mod's great. So the Real Eleonora. This one is from a little while back, but it's still running very smoothly on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Now, the Diamond City Bounties are not that great, in all honesty. This mod here, the PSX More Diamond City Bounties by Glitchfinder No DLC, is ported by Crayon Kit here. And this mod was released just about a week ago. What this does is whenever you're in Diamond City, there's only 3 normally bounties that you can do, and this will actually enhance this, add more of them, make the rewards a lot better as well. So if you're finding that if you've played the game before and the bounties here just suck, this will actually make them a lot better. So you can see all the features on the mod page here, but it gives better rewards. It'll allow you to fight things like Mirelurks, bugs, mole rats, gunners, robots, synths, and much more. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that goes on with this mod. It makes the whole Diamond City, these 3 mods, a whole lot better. As for water mods, there's a lot of different ones, but I like this one here that gives it realistic sea foam and just that nice coastal appearance. So this mod right here is the Coastal Waves and Flowing Rivers mod by Pow Art here. Now this one was released last summer and it does exactly what you can see here. I think this looks awesome. It makes it feel a lot more realistic seeing the white crashing waves there. And yeah, for water graphics, this is one of the better ones. There are a lot of different water mods, so I'd recommend trying a few out and using a map mod that allows you to go to different locations and just taking it all in to see which of these you like best. I'm personally a big fan of this one. I feel like these water textures just feel a little bit more realistic, especially on the coastline. So yeah, that's my personal preference. Well, they just dropped a nuke on me. Some difficulty mods just be mindful of. You can see that this mod is a little bit less intense on certain areas, but in some locations it looks really nice. So yep, that is the Coastal Waves and Flowing Rivers. Also, we got PipeGun Skins mod here by Briar Willow. This one's awesome. It came out earlier this year. What this does is it makes the guns look so much cleaner. So pipe guns, yeah, they are boring. This aims to enhance that, giving you cool skins like this one here. Yeah, this had so many fun new appearances. There's 5 metal replacers and 17 wood replacers, so you can get customized items. They will drop randomly as well, so you can just go around exploring and finding these new appearance of the pipe guns, but you can see what they look like there. They're all pretty cool. And again, this is something that you find many times in your playthrough, so this may be a nice addition if you just want to see something new. Now this mod's awesome. Vault Girl 2077 Recreations, follow TV show preset replacer. If you saw at the start of this video, I did have one of them on, but this adds presets to the game of the Follow TV show. I think that they look very well done, especially just with the graphical limitations that we do have on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. This is great. You got yourself looking like Walton Goggins here. Yeah, did such a great job with this. So this one's huge if you're a fan of the TV show and you just want to recreate the characters from it in the game. And next up, we got Immersive Damage base game by McSmiggles Modding. And mod changes the body part data to better fit what you'd expect from a hit. So headshots will be more detrimental. Hit a limb, it's easily crippled. What I like best about this mod is it just enhances combat to make it feel a little bit more fast-paced. And sometimes this game does feel a little bit like you're just shooting bullet sponges, especially on the higher difficulties. This enhances things, so now whenever you do attacks, they will devastate people a little bit more. So you can actually feel like you're doing something with your guns, and it, I think, is a very solid mod that changes the difficulty of the game quite a bit. And next up is See-Through Scopes. This is an older mod, but it does exactly what you expect to do. It adds a bunch of scopes to the game that are see-through, and they feel pretty lore accurate as well. Like, for example, the radium rifle here, just a small, nice, clean green dot sight. And for Kellogg's pistol here, another nice, clean sight. Pretty much every gun in the game is going to have this very easy to see-through scope. This mod was made by Hank Spamandres here, and was made back in 2017, still going strong into 2025. Next up is the PS4 improved lighting Ballistics mod. This is another mod that's from a while back, but it works great. Improves the lighting for any type of bullets, lasers, gauss, plasma, missiles, flares, etc. Now this is one that you'll notice a lot more at nighttime. You just see that there. In a little bit of a more foggy place, you can see there. It makes it glow a lot better. And I think it's just nice. At nighttime, it's a little bit more apparent. So you can kind of see it here when using VATS. Yeah, it makes things glow a lot more when you're shooting, especially into the darker areas of the night. And it works with a variety of different weapons as well. And next up is quite a large mod. Now, this is the NPCs Travel PS4, PS5 by Absturge here. And this was ported by Absturge. This is from SkyQuest Win 2009, allowing them to port the mod over from Nexus Mods. What this does is, the description's fully on Nexus Mods. It adds 300 new NPCs that will explore the Commonwealth, Fire Harbor, and Nuke the World. Travels extensively in different areas, and also has 400 different travel locations that they will go to. They reset after 10 days, and the mod will start after Escape from Vault 111. And it adds, you can see here, the full list of everyone that it adds, where they go, and what they do. I'm a huge fan of mods that add a bunch of new content to the game, so it's always fun to explore the game and see new encounters that you haven't had previously, or some type of new experience overall. So yeah, it'll add things even like new super mutants to new locations, and they'll travel around so you can find them on your journeys. Now, do you ever feel like the bunkers in this game kind of suck? Well, that is fixed with the Detailed Bunkers mod here by Spifferino. This restores the bunkers and makes them feel not so sad and depressing like they are without this mod. So this is what they look like, getting their re-enhanced abilities. Because, I mean, a bunker should, you know, in a Fallout, nuclear apocalyptic world, stand strong. So this enhances them to actually make them feel a little bit more like they should and cleans things up. There's a lot of mods out there that clean up the appearances of the base game. And Spifferino made a lot of different ones here. So you can see them like Clear Horizons, which is the next mod I wanted to share here. So this came out in April of 2025. Clear Horizons does exactly what you think it does. It cleans things up and allows you to see for miles and miles. So whenever you're going around exploring, you won't have a bunch of haze like you normally can. So you can see things way off in the distance that normally you wouldn't be able to see. After playing with this mod, can't go back to playing without it because it's just fun to be able to see the world and be able to experience it in a way that you can just see things from miles away. So yeah, this adds a lot of extra visibility to the game and just makes it feel a lot more clean. And with that is the clear weather only by Stovey here. This mod makes it so that only you get clear weather. So kind of self-explanatory. It just tidies things up. Now, I'm not running this one. I like some other weather mods, but if you prefer just the nice weather and don't like to have it dark and cloudy or scary, this is a mod for you. And also the Companion Infinite Ammo mod. This is a mod from way back in 2017 by Olofstrom. And this does exactly what the name implies. Your companions will now have infinite ammo, which is nice. So yeah, small change, but necessary, I find. Another huge mod is the Companion Face Overhaul mod. So this came out earlier this month. This is by from Enclave Overlord 1, ported over from Nexus Mods by Danny50420. So Enclave Overlord, what they've done is they have this mod here where you can get new appearances for the companions that you have in the game. I think it fits well. It makes the characters look a lot more, I guess, good looking in a way. The models do need some help. So yeah, I think it just makes the characters look a lot better. So it's a nice mod to see ported over from Nexus Mods. And yeah, it just makes the characters look so much better. And next is the classic Fallout Armored Vaultsuit by Paleomancer here. Now this adds a new outfit to the game. It's kind of similar to the outfit that we already have. It is located right outside of Vault 111 here, and it's in this trailer. You go ahead, grab it, and it's based off earlier Fallout games. And this is what it looks like here. I think this is a nice armor set. It is a little bit different from what we've seen, and we don't have a lot of armor mods, so we'll take what we can get here. But this is a new one. It was just added July 19th. Today's the 21st, so it was updated very recently. We also got the STS Scrap That Settlement base game mod here by Elric. And what this mod does is it allows you to scrap a lot of stuff that you normally aren't able to scrap and clean up your camps, make them look a whole lot better. If you're going to be doing any type of settlement building, you need to download this mod. It's pretty much a non-negotiable. It just makes the experience so much better. It's from 2016, last updated in 2019, still works strong to this day. Can't speak enough good things about this mod, so I have to include this here. And we also got a few weather mods here I want to focus on. So this one is by Stovey here, Post-Nuclear Weathers 2. This makes very difficult and annoying weather, which is hard to deal with, which I think is amazing. That's kind of the Fallout experience. You want to get that hard difficulty. I showed off a clear weather where you don't have to worry about this. This will make it so that some of the weather like you see from the glowing sea, it'll now put that anywhere in the game. So if you're literally at Vault 111, it can have that gross green sky and make it very difficult to get around. Huge fan of these type of weather mods that make the game a little bit more challenging. And we got some challenge mods coming up. There's another one here that I want to talk about by Stovey, the Apocalyptic Weather Fallin. So this is from a mod ported by Atomic Failure. And I should say that the Post-Nuclear Winters is ported by, or made by Mojave Suave on Nexus Mod, ported by Stovey. So they were the one that ported this over. This one's by Atomic Failure here. And this adds a different weather type to the game. So this is one that I'm using, and it makes it so that the weather is a bit more rough. But the thing is, it adds so many different ones to the base game, so you get new experiences with the weather. I like a little bit more than just the post-apocalyptic or post-nuclear weathers 2 mod. This one just adds a variety of different appearances to the game. And this mod was made a couple months ago, the Overpowered Loot mod by Exotic Coconuts. This randomizes and makes loot a little bit more powerful. So it adds a lot of loot to different containers in the game, so you get different ammo, chems, body pins, random piece of armor, random weapons. I like these type of mods because I love exploring and grabbing things. So getting more things to grab is just nice and fun. So I like the randomizer loot a lot as well. These two are both pretty solid. Now into some difficulty mods, there's the Unbogus Fallout Overhaul by Ethical Loon here. This is a huge port. It makes a lot of changes to the game. Most notably, you have different amounts of health. You get 100 HP at the start, and endurance will give you 20. Same thing with strength. You start with 100 endurance instead, 100 carry pounds instead of 200, and every level of strength you get 20 instead of 10. A lot of balances like that throughout the game. New chems, this one will add like Second Wind, Anti-Venom, Cat Eye, Truffle Mentats, Relaxing Herb Cigar, and Vanilla chems have been rebalanced as well. There's new cures for any types of diseases. The endless amount of options here are really cool, like new legendary effects of Shocking, Bloodthirsty, and Denting rebalances all the vanilla legendary weapons. If you're looking for an overhaul, I would highly recommend grabbing this one. It came out earlier this month, July 2nd, 2025. So Ethical Loon ported over by Stovey. Highly recommend this mod. But there's not just that. There's also the Wasteland Redux. Now, this was made back in 2022, updated last in 2023. This kind of does things similar. So there's also a Google Drive if you wanted to get a full reading of what it does. It's be linked in the description here. A lot of changes kind of similar to the other mod here. So I would recommend if you're looking, I would recommend just reading through both of these. There's a lot of things to compare between the two of these, but the Wasteland Redux alongside the Unbogus Fallout Overhaul are both incredible overhaul mods. So I'd recommend both of those. But that is the top 20 best mods in Fallout 4 for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. I will be doing updated videos potentially on different types of weapon mods or dungeon mods or anything really related to that. I'll also do some videos on PC because I know that PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 doesn't always have the most amount of mods. So yeah, let me know what type of Fallout 4 content you'd like to see next. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. I hope you have an incredible day, and we'll see you all in the next video.